Okay, super excited to introduce you to the Uplands neighborhood today. And look who's here. It's my wife, Jane. We just ran into her wandering aimlessly through the neighborhood. All right, so one of the first things to know about the Uplands neighborhood is we're on the north side of Lake Oswego. And in comparison to other areas like the First Edition neighborhood, for example, where all the streets were laid out on a grid, all the streets in the Uplands neighborhood were laid out intentionally to just kind of meander around, very windy, charming, narrow streets up here, tree-lined, lots of heavy bushes and shrubbery that create a feeling of privacy. It's kind of idyllic up here. You know, in selling real estate over the years, all over Lake Oswego, I've come to recognize that this area has a very peaceful and just kind of quiet vibe about it that some people are really drawn to.
Yes, it's prestigious, but it's also magical. Look at this, right in the middle of this neighborhood is this private winery. This is called Monteferro, and every Saturday they do a wine tasting up on the deck, and the deck overlooks the whole lake. It's absolutely beautiful.
When you look at some of the older buildings around here, like the Lake Oswego Hunt Club, for example, or even the Lake Oswego Country Club, which has been modernized over the years, but if you look at those places, you can still get a feeling for what it must have been like 40 or 50 years ago. I mean, I've talked to old timers, you know, that are still around, and this whole area has such a unique feeling. I mean, it's just kind of idyllic.
And when were many of these original homes built?
Well, there aren't that many of them left anymore, but between the 1940s, maybe into the late 1970s, that's when all the original homes were built here. You know, you had a mix of architectural styles, mid-century modern ranch style homes, bungalows, you know, cottages, things like that. You still can find some of those around here, but they are slowly disappearing. All the homes in this area are on really large lots. I mean, the typical lot size here is 10 to 15,000 square feet. Sometimes you'll even find larger than that, half acre or thereabouts. But what's happening is that Uplands has become so desirable because of the lifestyle that builders have been coming in and they're buying up the old houses when they can get them for the right price. And they're either completely modernizing them or they're removing them and building spec homes, or in some cases, we've sold homes where the new owner, you know, built their dream home. So it's not always just the builder that's building a spec home, but there's a lot of that happening when you look around the neighborhood, and the homes that are being built new, you know, they're all multi-million-dollar homes.